Hello and welcome to another Movie Reviews by Benjamin. Today we'll be talking about Kick-Ass 2, the latest film to come out this last week and came out 2 days ago. Went and saw it last night. Good film, a little bit different feel than the original one. I was talking to some of the people I watched it with last night, and I think this one almost feels like it has a little less blood and gore in it, but it's still very violent. For those of you who read the graphic novels, you'll see that it's quite a bit different from the graphic novels. It's definitely not anywhere near as bloody. There are some people, of course, who do still get killed. I won't say any spoilers, but there are some people who do get killed in this one, but not anywhere near as gruesome as it was in the graphic novels. So, of course, this one comes from Jeff Wadlow, who brought us, last movie he actually did was Never Back Down, which was in 2008, kind of a cheesy MMA movie. This is the first film he's done quite some time. Did a good job. Of course, this is a different director than the first one, so it has a little bit different feel to it, but it has a lot of the same elements too. Almost kind of like stylized violence. All the main cast is returning. You have Aaron Johnson as Kick-Ass. Just kind of your mild-mannered high school kid, and he's kind of hung up the costume since our last movie, and he's kind of letting the other superheroes who are kind of out there fight crime. The Red Mist, played by Christopher Minze-Plasse, aka McLovin from Superbad. He's back, but now he wants to be a super villain. Of course, we no spoilers here. We saw his dad get killed in the last movie. It's in the trailers and everything like that. And so now he wants to take revenge and create an evil army. And then, of course, you have Hit Girl, played by Chloe Grace-Moretz. She's in high school now. She's a freshman. She kind of has her own little coming-of-age tale within the storyline. Kind of strange there. I mean, you've got a movie about superheroes, supervillains. People are getting killed. Of course, nobody has superpowers or anything like that, but some of them really can fight well. You got a lot of violence, sort of dark stuff, busting up prostitution rings and all this sort of stuff, and then we're kind of thrown out of that whenever we are following Hit Girl, Mindy McCready, through high school, trying to navigate the popular girls and go out with them, and her struggles with that. So it's kind of strange to see that kind of thrown into an action movie. Of course, some parts of it are kind of funny. She doesn't really take any of the crap that the girls give her, so there are some good elements to that, but it does kind of throw you out for a little bit. It's not too terribly long. There are some parts of the film that maybe could have been trimmed up just a little bit. For the most part, this is it flows really decently. A lot of main characters are going to die in this movie, so don't get too attached to anybody. Of course, like I said, no spoilers, but there are some pretty wild deaths in this one. So this movie is, like I said, it is not, I don't feel as if it was as violent as the first one, but it is still very violent. Definitely not one for the kids. It earns that R rating. Of course, we've got $28 million to make this movie. Really not too much, especially because of these summer blockbusters we've seen where we're in the hundreds of millions. $28 million for this one in 2 days. They've already made back $28 million. I'm sorry, they've made back $13 million out of the $28 million. So they're almost halfway there in just 2 days. So no doubt, I'm sure by next weekend they'll be right, break even, and then from there it'll just go up. So I'm sure they're very happy with the first opening weekend. We'll be interested to see what it gets tomorrow after the full weekend is over and see where we're at on that. So yeah, Kick-Ass 2, good time. Doesn't really have anything too terribly different from the first movie. It still kind of brings some of the fun. Comparing it to the first movie, I think it definitely keeps up with the pace. I mean, the first one was kind of fun because it was just the origin story of how he gets started. Most of the time, origin stories aren't that fun because we already know the story, but because not a lot of people have read the graphic novels here, it's kind of interesting to see a new character come in. One that doesn't have any superpowers at all. He doesn't have, he even kind of mentions that in the movie, he doesn't have millions of dollars for a secret lab. He's just a regular high school kid who puts on the suit at night and tries to stop some petty crimes. Of course, he meets up with this group of superheroes called Justice Forever, led by Jim Carrey, who plays Colonel Stars and Stripes, an ex-mob enforcer who's a born-again Christian, is what he says, and he's fighting crime now a couple of other people, just kind of regular, everyday people coming together and fighting crime. Of course, like I said, the Red Mist now is a super villain, and he wants to create his own super army, so he recruits all these, low-life thug people, and of course in the end, as we saw in the trailer, it comes down to this big epic battle. It's a good time, really kind of funny. There's some great stuff in there, pretty good action scenes too. But this is definitely an action comedy, and it does have its parts that make you chuckle, and it does have its parts, the action parts that really did impress me. So I was really happy with this one. I'm actually going to give it a 7.8, quite a bit higher than what I thought I was going to give it. Sequels, especially this summer, have been kind of spotty, so but this one actually really does live up to it. So 7.8 for Kick-Ass 2. Not sure what the next film I'll be reviewing is. I'm not sure what's coming out next weekend. I'll have to take a look. But whatever it is, I'm sure I'll be able to get a review up probably next Sunday if I catch something this week. Paranoia's out right now, but I'm not going to lie to you guys, I have no desire to see that whatsoever. It's getting terrible reviews, and it just looks awful. So I think that was the only other movie that came out this weekend. Something will be coming out towards the end of this month, and then of course September will start dropping off big time as far as movie premieres each Friday. So the reviews might slow down just a little bit, but I will continue to do them through the fall and the winter. So yeah, not sure what the next one is, but we will get it up as soon as we can. I'll probably update it on my Facebook page. Make sure to check that out. Movie Reviews by Benjamin gives you little updates on what movie I'm going to see next, and of course I post my reviews on there. Check me out here on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit that like button right down there. Let me know you guys are still watching out there. Like I mentioned in the last one, I still would love to get some more subscribers so we can do a contest. Like I said, 50 subscribers, we will go ahead and do a contest, and I'll mention what that is once we get up into the high 40s or even low 40s. We'll start thinking about it then. And until next time, I will see you at the movies.